W-9 and your Self-Directed IRA LLC single member. Hey everyone, Adam Bergman here, tax attorney and founder of IRA Financial, and welcome to another episode of AdBits. Today we're going to be chatting about the W-9 form, which seems to be a topic that just keeps coming back. Honestly, just every week I get another few questions on the W-9. It's just one of those Jasons in Halloween that just always comes back to life. And it's really just, a basic, simple form. But we're going to chat about the one question that people always have. Who should be put on line one? Should it be the LLC or the IRA? And the answer actually depends if the LLC is owned by two or more parties or just one IRA. So on today's AdBits, today's episode, I'm going to focus on the single member and then come back next week and I will give you the answer for the multiple member LLC and how to complete the W-9 form. But honestly, the W-9 form is really a form the IRS uses to make sure that whoever's receiving any type of income or compensation or gains is a U.S. person. And why does it matter if you're a U.S. or a foreign person? Well, if you are a U.S. person, you're not subject to what's called backup withholding tax, which can go as high as 30% and could be reduced by treaty, depending on the country where the recipient is resident of. So if you complete a W-9 and you can show you have a Social Security number, tax ID number, there's no backup withholding, which is the whole point of the W-9 form. But if you're investing in a real estate fund, hedge fund, private equity fund, venture capital fund, any type of fund, they usually ask for a W-9 from the taxpayer because they don't want to be subject to backup withholding tax because they are responsible as the agent on behalf of the United States government to deal with the backup withholding. So they take this stuff very seriously. In the case of an IRA, obviously, there's no backup withholding, right? Because you're a U.S. person. It's a U.S. retirement account. But they need to make sure and confirm that you are. It's really, real estate funds really kind of go a little bit overboard on this stuff. But I'm going to share my screen and we're going to, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to be able to see what I'm talking about. If you are listening, I'm going to go line by line. So things kind of make sense, but you can always go on our YouTube IRA Financial channel and just kind of re-listen, re-watch it. But let's start on line one. So if single member LLC, this is today's podcast. First line, name shown on your income tax return. Well, the IRA doesn't file an income tax return, right? You know that. So because it's a single member LLC, the instructions are clear that you have to put the IRA owner. So if this was an individual, let's say Adam Bergman owned the single member LLC, called it New York Knicks LLC, and I'm going to say New York Knicks because we're hot right now. Line one would not say New York Knicks LLC, it would say Adam Bergman. Why? Because the instructions are if you're a disregarded entity, single member LLC, you're going to put the owner, not the LLC, but the owner on line one. So in the case of an IRA, I'm going to put IRA Financial Trust Company for the benefit of Adam Bergman IRA. That's going to be line one. Line two, business name, disregarded entity name. So then I'm going to put New York Knicks LLC. Okay. Then line three, I'm going to be checking, it could be single member LLC. So I'm going to check line one, right? Or box one under three, single member LLC. Then for four, exempt payee code, I'm going to put a one here to let the IRS know that the IRA is the owner. And then you can put an A under FATCA, but it's really for foreign reporting. But you can put the A there. Just shows your tax exempt from FATCA. And then you're going to put the address of the LLC. So, 123 Apple Street, City, State, New York, 100, whatever, 36. And that's it. Now, for the tax ID number, you don't put a social, right? IRA doesn't have a social. You're going to put the tax ID number. But you're not going to use the tax ID number of the LLC. You're going to use the tax ID number of either the IRA custodian, let's say IRA Financial Trust, or you can acquire your own tax ID number for your IRA for free on the IRS website, right? You just go on their website, select other, and then you'll see IRA pop up and you just check it. You'll put your name, your social, and then they'll give you a tax ID number for your IRA, which you can include in this form. And then you're going to sign it as the manager of the LLC and you're going to date it and you're done. That's it. It's a really simple form, but for some reason, a lot of these investment funds, they just get bent out of shape. And a lot of my clients are single member LLCs and they just don't understand that why is the IRA on line one? They just can't understand it. I show them on the instructions and they're just like, oh, okay, I don't understand, but fine. And some of them fight me. They're like, no, it has to be the LLC. That's the investor. I'm like, yeah, I agree, but this is a W-9. This is not a tax return. This is just for backup withholding information return. Okay, that's all it is. It's a certification. That's it. And some of these administrators and these funds just like can't understand that a single member LLC, they just want the owner's information, not the LLC's information. So whatever, right? Like they just kind of go crazy on that stuff. So just wanted to kind of deal with that because it's very frustrating. So that's how it works for a single member LLC. Really, the most important things to remember: line one is not the LLC name, it's the owner, which is IRA Financial Trust Company for the benefit of the Bergman IRA. You're going to use the tax ID number of either the IRA custodian or acquire your own. If you're a client of IRA Financial, give us a call. We'll tell you in 10 seconds. We'll walk you through how to acquire your own tax ID number for your IRA. If you're going to file a 990T or even potentially a partnership return, which we can do for you, you may need an EIN anyway, so it doesn't cost anything. It's not a big deal. But that's really the most important thing to know. Line one is the IRA info. You're going to use one for exempt payee code, but the address of the LLC and the tax ID number needs to be the IRA, not the LLC. That's it. I told you I was going to keep this short and sweet. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do next week, I'm going to focus on the multiple member LLC just to keep everything separate, because people tend to get confused for filling out a W-9 form for a single member LLC versus a multiple member. I'll keep it separate and simple. So just sorry, you have to wait another week. Come back next Tuesday. If you're watching this not live or not in sequence, then you can just click on the next video and you'll see how you can file a W-9 for a multiple member LLC. Otherwise, thanks for listening. If you're watching, appreciate it as well. Don't forget to subscribe to our really, really great IRA Financial channel. And obviously, you can pick up this podcast, which drops every Tuesday, anywhere you listen to your podcast. So that's it. Have a great day and take care.